So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to this channel, where in today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to get the Death of Orion, which is the wonder weapon within the map 9. If you're new around here and this is your first video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more Call of Duty Zombie videos, and with all that out of the way, let's get straight into the tutorial with the first step to getting this wonder weapon, which is to do your first 3 sets of challenges, which will also give you the free upgraded pistol. I do have that video already up on my channel, so it's going to be linked down in the description below, as well as up in the top right hand corner on the card. But just very quickly, what you need to do is when you spawn into the game, knife one of these challenge banners, and then what that will do is give you a series of challenges. In order to get your first part, what you need to do is complete the first 3 challenges, and not only will this give you the upgraded pistol, but it will also give you a part in the middle on the little pedestal thing that you need to pick up, and this will be used in just a second. Now your next step after you've picked this up is to go ahead and open up the pack punch. If you don't know how to do that, again, it's up in the top right hand corner as well as down in the description below. Go ahead and open up the pack punch, and once you've opened up the pack punch, the door behind the pack punch that will open up, you need to go through that door, and through the little window just here, you need to shoot this bulb that's on fire, and it will knock the bulb off. If you don't pick up that bulb from the spawn when you do your 3 challenges, this will not spawn in at this point, so you won't be able to shoot it. So make sure you pick it up at spawn, then you're able to shoot this off of the pedestal, and that will create a little fire that will then go up to the floor above. Once you've done that, head over to the drawbridge that is in between the Ra and Danu tower, and look out towards the arena. On the floor you'll see a fiery arrow, and this can point in any of 4 directions. In my situation it was pointing towards the Ra tower, but this can point towards the Danu tower, Odin tower, or the Zeus tower. And in each one of these towers there is a location where you can pick up this head. So in my situation it's in the Ra tower, so we go to the bottom floor of the Ra tower, and over in the corner on the left hand side is going to be the location for the Ra tower for this head. But if you get it where it spawns at the Danu tower, then head over to the Danu tower in the bottom floor, and in this like blue little room thing as you come underground is going to be there on the floor right underneath where the water is dripping. If you have it pointing towards the Odin tower, go over to the Odin tower. On the bottom floor there is going to be a cauldron, and it's going to be just on the floor in the corner of the cauldron. And if you have your arrow pointing towards the Zeus tower, go over to the bottom floor of the Zeus tower again, and it's going to be in this corner of the bloodbath. So with all 4 towers, all these skulls will be spawned on the bottom floor, but they will be only in one of these locations. These are the only locations where the skull can spawn, depending on which direction the fire arrow was pointing to. So once you've picked up your skull from your tower, you need to get 2 more parts to carry on. So what you need to do is go to the pack punch area, and both parts you need to pick up are within this room. So the first part is this cog over here in the corner, and your next part is going to be these chains, which is going to be on the perimeter of the pack punch room again, which is also called the temple. So once you have all 3 parts, the skull, the cog, and the chains, go over to any one of the buildable traps in the game. In my game I ended up going to the Danu tower, but you can go to any one of the 4 towers. And you have to build this trap, so just keep that in mind. It does take a few seconds to build this trap, the same amount of time as it does to build a shield. But once you've built this trap, all you want to do is go to the little grid that's on the floor that's below the trap itself, and you want to hold square to place the skull on the floor. Once you've placed the skull on the floor, go ahead and activate the trap, and that will activate the trap, and it will pour acid down onto the skull. Wait for this trap to run out, and then what will happen is that a key will spawn on this little grid that you've just placed the skull. Go ahead and pick the key up. Once the key has been picked up, what you need to do is keep crowd affinity for 2 whole rounds. So by keeping good crowd affinity means that this thumb in the bottom corner next to your name card is going to be highlighted green, and it's going to be pointing up. So by keeping good crowd affinity, what you need to do is just play the game, and you need to just kill zombies and make sure you don't get damaged too much by the zombies. And another thing that really ruins the crowd affinity is the fire at the spawn or in the pack punch room. As long as you keep killing the zombies and you keep killing the bosses and stuff, and if you don't go down, you should be fine with keeping the crowd affinity for 2 rounds. But eventually, once you've kept the crowd affinity for 2 rounds, what's going to happen is that a little golden jar is going to spawn into the spawn room, and you need to just walk around and try and find it. It will spawn at any location in the spawn room on the floor. So just keep on looking around. You will get an audio quote to let you know that this has spawned in. So if you do get the audio quote, then you're going to have that golden jar on the floor somewhere. Once you find it on the floor in the spawn room, what you need to do is head over to the Danu tower and head to the bottom floor of the Danu tower. What you need to do is head over to this tree and knife it. The tree has a hole in it. I somehow managed to already knife it previously without knowing it, so the key's already put in there in my gameplay. But you need to knife that tree, and then directly under the key where you knife it, you need to then hold square to place the golden jar down. If you can't find this spot on the tree, because there are 2 trees, so it could be a bit confusing, if you just simply look left, there'll be that wall weapon for this room, which will be a good reference point. But once you've knifed this tree and placed the pot down on the floor, what you need to do is just survive 1 round. And what this is doing is just dripping poison into this pot. So once you've survived roughly a round or so, this pot is going to be full and you're going to be able to pick it up. Once you've picked up this pot, head over to the mystery box and go to the left hand corner of the mystery box. For some reason only the left hand corner for me worked. But go to the left hand corner of the mystery box and it will say hold square to poison the mystery box. So go ahead and poison the mystery box and that will make it glow green. And then what you want to do from there is just simply hit the mystery box with 950 points and 100% guaranteed you're going to get this wonder weapon, which is called the Death of Orion. Now I immediately went ahead and pack punched my Death of Orion and it pack punches into Circuit's Kiss. This wonder weapon's really cool. I don't know if it's really that useful for high rounds, but what it does is it's sort of like a wonder waffle where when you get like a horde of zombies and you shoot it, it'll have like this electric beam that goes between them and they'll just flare up and they'll eventually die. What's cool about this wonder weapon is that it does also work against the boss zombies as well, both the acid boss and also the smaller bosses as well. And it's best to use this weapon if you hold down the button to charge it up first before you use it against a horde of zombies. But that's going to be it for the tutorial on the Death of Orion. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope it's easy to follow. If it was, leave a like rating on the video, subscribe to this channel for more zombies content, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
If I could